The drama unfolding at Kuje Correctional Center in Abuja has taken another shocking turn, and it involves the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, his son Abdulaziz, and the Department of State Services. This story has everything you would expect from a high-stakes political thriller, and it is playing out in real time at one of Nigeria's most talked-about prisons right now. Let me break down what happened and why this matter has captured the attention of many Nigerians. On Friday, something quite unusual happened at Kuje Prison. Court bailiffs from the Federal High Court arrived at the facility carrying fully processed bail documents for Abdulaziz, the son of the former Attorney General. Everything seemed straightforward. The papers were in order, the legal procedures had been completed, and it appeared that Abdulaziz would be walking out as a free man pending his trial. But then, things took an unexpected twist. According to security sources who were present at the scene, the former Attorney General himself reportedly insisted that his son should be quietly moved out of the prison without following the usual release procedures that every other person goes through. This raised eyebrows among security officials who had already been watching the prison closely. You see, the Department of State Services had not been sitting idle. They had placed Kuje Correctional Center under serious surveillance because intelligence reports suggested that there might be attempts to manage Abdulaziz's release away from public scrutiny. The DSS operatives were monitoring every single vehicle that left the prison premises, profiling them carefully to ensure nothing suspicious was happening. So, when Abdulaziz was handed over to those who were supposed to facilitate his release, the DSS swooped in. They intercepted the vehicle and rearrested Abdulaziz shortly after he had been taken from the bailiffs. A security source explained that this action reflects growing concerns within the intelligence community about what they described as irregular efforts surrounding how the former Attorney General was handling his son's release. Now, if you are wondering why all of this is happening, let me take you back a bit. The Malami family has been in the news for several weeks now, and not for good reasons. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission charged Abubakar Malami, his son Abdulaziz, and his fourth wife, Hajia Bashi Asabi, before Justice Emeka Nuite of the Federal High Court in Abuja. They are facing a 16-count charge that involves conspiracy, procuring, disguising, concealing, and laundering proceeds of unlawful activities. The total amount we are talking about here is a staggering 8.7 billion naira. That is not a small sum by any stretch of the imagination. According to the EFCC, Malami allegedly used front companies and corporate entities like Metropolitan Auto Tech Limited and Mithaq Hotels Limited to launder public funds while he was serving as the Attorney General under former President Muhammadu Buhari. The charges are quite detailed. One count claims that Malami and his son procured over 1 billion naira through Metropolitan Auto Tech Limited between July 2022 and June 2025 to hide the origin of funds in a Sterling Bank account. If you have been following this story closely, you will remember that back in late December, there were reports that Abdulaziz suddenly fell ill and was rushed to the Kuje Prison Clinic for observation. Some people wondered if it was genuine illness or a strategic move, but whatever the case, he has remained within the prison facility. Meanwhile, his father, the former Attorney General, has also been reluctant to leave the prison despite being granted bail. Yes, you heard that right. Malami was granted bail by the Federal High Court, but sources say he has deliberately slowed down the process of perfecting his bail conditions. Why would someone do that? Well, security sources revealed that Malami fears being immediately rearrested by the DSS on separate terrorism financing allegations once he steps out of Kuje Prison. In early January, more than 50 DSS operatives were deployed around Kuje Correctional Center. They arrived in about 6 Toyota Hilux vans and established a tight perimeter around the prison gates, monitoring every single person who came in or went out. The DSS deployment was described as a preemptive move to ensure that Malami does not escape investigation into terrorism-related activities. This is where things get even more serious. Although the EFCC's 16-count charge against Malami focuses on money laundering, there are underlying investigations into possible terrorism financing that have not yet resulted in formal charges. retired Nigerian Army General Danjuma Ali Kefi, who previously led a counter-terrorism operation, had disclosed that investigations into those funding Boko Haram exposed a network that allegedly involved senior military officers, top financial officials, and government figures, including links to Malami. If you have made it this far into this story, I really want you to do me a favor. Please hit that like button right now and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any updates as this case continues to unfold. The trial is ongoing and there will definitely be more revelations in the coming weeks and months. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think the charges against Malami are legitimate, or do you believe there is a political witch hunt happening here? How do you feel about public officials who amass such enormous wealth while in office? Let me know what you think because your opinions matter and I love reading your comments. This story is far from over, and as more details emerge, we will continue to keep you updated. The Nigerian justice system is being tested here, and many people are watching to see if there will be true accountability or if this will end up like so many other cases where powerful people walk free despite overwhelming evidence. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: the Malami saga has become one of the most closely watched legal battles in Nigeria right now, and it's a reminder that no matter how powerful you are, the law should eventually catch up with you. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching.